Hey YouTube, this is JTJ13731 here. I just built a Type 2, or not Type 2, sorry, block deck. Everything out of this is from the new set, Avacyn Restored. Yes, there are only 59 cards here. When right before I started doing this video, I realized that I was running a card from the 2012 core set, which was a staple that I try and run in every deck, but can't in this because it's block, which is Elixir of Immortality. So I had to take this out. That spot will be filled as soon as I get a card to do that. So right now it's only at 59 cards, but here's the deck. It's basically Human Swarm. Green-red Human Swarm. The ratio is about 4 red to every 1 green. So here it is. This is your main human engine. You have 4 Riot Ringleader. When he attacks, human creatures I control get +1/+0 till the end of the turn. So if I have a bunch of humans on the field, I can just swing with all of them and they get +1. It's great. Crew and Striker. 4 of him, or her. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Crew and Striker gets +1 and gains +1/0 and gains trample until the end of the turn. Which kind of ties into the next card. This isn't a creature, but it may as well be. Thatcher Revolt, which you run 3 of. Put 3 1/1 human creature tokens onto the battlefield with haste, and then you get rid of him at the end of the turn. So, have him on the field, or her, sorry, keep doing that. And then cast Thatcher Revolt. She suddenly gets 5/1 and obviously trample. That's massive. That just gives you so much plus. It's awesome. Timberland Guide. Basically, when he's put into the battlefield, you can put a +1/+1 counter on any creature. Dump it on Crew and Striker as soon as this enters the battlefield. That gives her immediately +1/2. So she's 3/2, and then from her effect, she's 4/2. Then you dump this guy on the field, or these guys, 7/2 creature with trample. That's pretty awesome. For 1 turn anyway, it's still. So 3 Timberland Guide, 3 Borderland Ranger. It's a 2/2, which just gives you, which basically is just a big monster. For this deck, I mean, that's pretty big. Riot Ringleader and Borderland Ranger are about the biggest creatures you have as far as starting out that don't get buff. And plus, when he enters the battlefield, you get a mana to your hand. So it's great if you don't draw into too much mana and you need to get more later. This really helps. Alright, so that's your human engine. Next is your removal. Thunderbolt. I sort of consider this removal, but also it's just burn. It's really nice. Choose 1. Thunderbolt deals 3 damage to target player or 4 damage to target creature with flying. A lot of people may say I need to side deck this. I like running it just because it gives you so much plus. I mean, if you draw into all 3 of them in the game, that's half of your opponent's life right there. And if you are facing a flyer deck, I mean, 4 damage to a flyer, that's almost guaranteed gonna kill it. So, 3 Thunderbolt. Somberwold Vigilante. Yes, this is a human. Yes, this is a creature. But I use it as removal because that's what it's good for. It's a 1-drop, 1/1 creature, and whenever he's blocked, he immediately deals 1 damage to the creature that blocked him. So, if you swing with him and they block it, that's 2 damage. That's enough to kill a lot of stuff. So, basically, it's small creature removal. And right now I'm running 3. That may go down eventually. And Pillar of Flame. I'm running 3 of them. 1 to drop. You deal 2 damage to target creature or player. So, if you're getting your opponent down to really low life, and then all of a sudden they throw some barrier up and your creatures can't get over it, Pillar of Flame, Thunderbolt, and then just keep going back and forth and burning their life points away. or it deals 2 damage right off the bat. If you need to destroy a big creature, do that, then swing, kill it, or just kill a small creature. I mean, whatever. It's just great tech. Then you have your Soul Bond creatures. If for those of you that don't know, Soul Bond is a new mechanic from the set. You drop the Soul Bond or you drop another creature, you can bond them and they both get its effect. I will be running 2 of each of these when I get copies of 2. Obviously, I already have 2 of Hanowar Lancer. I don't of Mauler, Lightning Mauler or Stonewright yet. Stonewright gives the bonded creature Fire Breathing, which is tap 1 mountain, gets +1/+0 till the end of the turn. Mauler gives them Haste, which is really, really good, especially when he's combined with Ringleader. That can be some really devastating shots. And Hanowar Lancer, which gives the bonded creature and Lancer First Strike. That's really good. I mean, so obviously I'm going to be running 2 of each of these. It's all really good tech. Next is just some miscellaneous tech that I came up with to add to the deck. Some will not be there by the finished product, and some will be. Bladed Bracers, equip as a sorcery. It's 1 to drop, 2 to equip. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, so there's plus right away, there's advantage. And then as long as the equipped creature is a human or an angel, it has vigilance. That's pretty awesome. So I'll probably keep that at 2. Vigilante Justice. This will be going to 2 or 3. This is an awesome card, especially with Thatcher Revolt. If you'll remember, it summons 3 human tokens. This is whenever a human enters the battlefield under your control, Vigilante Justice deals 1 damage to target creature or player. If you'll notice, this is all human. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 humans. If you get Vigilante Justice on the field early game, you can basically just keep chipping away at your opponent's life while still swarming with your humans and dealing damage. And actually, I was wrong on that. You need to add 6 more to that because each Thatcher Bolt gives you 3 humans. So, I mean, there's just no minus to it in this deck. It's probably the most expensive card in this deck as far as mana-wise. It's 4 to drop. Yeah, that is the most expensive card in this deck to drop, but still, it's worth it. Kessig Malcontents. This may find its way out of the deck, it may not. It's a 3/1, so it's got the highest straight-out power in this deck. And when it enters the battlefield, it deals damage to target player equal to the number of humans you control. So, depending on how this deck ends out, there may be 2, it may go down to 0, and it may stay at 1. I don't know yet. Fervent Cather. This will probably stay at 1. It's a 2/1 creature that's 3 to drop. It has haste, and when it enters the battlefield, 1 target creature can't block this turn. That's just really good tech. So, that'll stay in. Dangerous Wager. This will probably go up to 2. Because I usually run out of hand advantage with this deck really quickly. That's one of the bad things about this deck. You burn through your hand very fast. So this card, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. If I have no hand, there's no minus. And generally, by about turn 3 or 4, I don't have a hand. And I'm top decking everything, which kind of sucks. So, Dangerous Wager really helps. And then, last, Abundant Growth. This is just a nice card. Enchant Land. Whenever Abundant Growth enters the battlefield, draw a card. So that's plus right there, and then Enchanted Land has tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. That's just really useful. If you draw into all your reds and don't draw into any of your greens, which you'll see in a minute why, you can tap a red as a green. It's nice. And then basic lands. You run 15 mountains. You need a lot of these because most of your creatures are red. And then Really, green is only splashed in this deck, so you run 6 forest. With this guy, if you have 1 forest, you can pretty much pull all the other ones you need. You just need to top deck 1, which isn't honestly as hard as it seems. It's actually pretty easy to do. And then Abundant Growth helps you get another forest if you need it too. So that's the deck. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll probably be posting updates soon as I get more of the cards I need, obviously, in the Soul Bond engine. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.